Mastering Comparatives and Superlatives. Sharpen your English in context. Hello language learners. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of English adjectives and adverbs, specifically comparative and superlative forms. These are important tools in English that help us compare and contrast different things. Are you ready to level up your English skills? Let's go! In English, when we want to compare things, we often use comparative and superlative forms of adjectives and adverbs. Comparatives usually end in or are preceded by more. For instance, she is taller than me. This book is more interesting than the one I read last week. Superlatives usually end in est or are preceded by most. They're used when we talk about the extreme quality of one thing in a group. For instance, he is the fastest runner in the team. This is the most beautiful painting in the gallery. Remember, not all words follow the same pattern when forming comparative and superlative forms. For one-syllable words, add for the comparative form and est for the superlative. If the word ends with an e, just add r or saint. For example, the comparative and superlative forms of large are larger and largest. For most two-syllable adjectives, and all adjectives with 3 or more syllables, we form the comparative with more, and the superlative with most. For instance, beautiful becomes more beautiful, and most beautiful. Also, be aware of irregular adjectives. Some words change entirely in their comparative and superlative forms. For example, good becomes better and best. Putting these forms into practice in real-life contexts is the best way to understand them. Let's look at some examples. Comparative. John is stronger than Mike. This novel is more captivating than the one I read last month. Superlative. This is the best pizza in town. She is the most intelligent person in our class. Now it's your turn. Try creating your own sentences using comparative and superlative forms. Remember to consider the number of syllables in the adjectives or adverbs, and whether the word is regular or irregular. Here are some words to practice with: small, happy, delicious, bad, exciting. Well, that's it for today's lesson. Remember, practice is key when it comes to mastering comparatives and superlatives. Use these forms as much as you can in your day-to-day conversations. Keep learning, keep practicing, and you'll be a master in no time. Until our next lesson, happy learning!